Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This could be past, present, or future, you or someone around you. So take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below. And I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Keep in mind that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. So it's a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble's channel and you really want to see what's up. Thank you for your kindness and thank you for your support. And thank you for always being a good sport. Hey! Okay. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody likes Dougie Fresh. Somebody likes Dougie Fresh. Somebody listens to Dougie Fresh. Someone loves old school hip hop. Fresh, ladies and gentlemen. Somebody likes Biz Marquee. Okay, you like old school hip hop, or maybe you know someone who loves old school hip hop. Maybe when you're at their home, around them, in their vehicle, this is their playlist. This is their go-to. Okay, they like classic music. Okay, that's in their archives of their playlist. They like classic music. This could be a family member. This could also be someone that you're dating. They could be not a seasoned person, but they just love classic like hip hop and old school throwback stuff when it comes to movies, music. Okay. Okay, Spirit is saying they have an old soul, let it be, they're enjoying themselves. It's what they like, okay? It's what they like, okay? It's what makes, what they like is what makes them happy, Spirit is saying. This is someone who appears and could also carry themselves as if they're in their own little world. I hope you can see that. Okay, yeah. As if they're in their own little world, okay? Oh, wait. Hold on, collective. Yeah, this could be someone who carries themselves. Oh, wait, the sun is beautiful, as if they're in their own little world here. Okay. This could also be someone who's into tarot, or maybe they like watching tarot, but they have an old soul. Spirit is saying. Okay. They have an old soul. Okay. 1 second, collective. This person has an old soul. And that's what it is, Spirit is saying. And so this could be, with the Three of Pentacles here, this could be someone possibly that maybe you date this person, or this could be a family member. This is someone you're dating, or a family member, male or female. Okay. This could also be someone that you, even if you're dating this person, this could be someone that you feel like you can confide in them, or maybe you have shared a lot of personal conversations with them. With the Three of Swords energy here, you shared a lot of personal, private conversations with them, about things you have experienced when it comes to your relationships, okay? In your past, or things you experienced in your life, okay? Okay, so yeah, this is someone you have like chosen to confide in from time to time. Even if you're dating this person, maybe they've opened up to you as well about things they experienced in their life. But this person has an old soul. It's just who they are. This person may be, I don't know, a younger in age, or whatever their age is. They could be maybe in their 20s or early 30s. but you find it very amazing. You find it with the magician here. You find it to be extremely amazing of how much they are interested in, like, yeah, old school hip hop, classic movies. This person could even be into classical music, which is very relaxing in my opinion. It's not a bad thing to have interest in. Okay. Hope you can see that. I'm doing the best I can, collective, with the beautiful sun coming in here. Okay. Yeah. This person is very spiritual as well, collective. Spirit is saying they're very spiritual. They're very spiritually inclined. And the things that they have been through, they've endured some pain and some heartache as well. They've had moments in their life where they even have felt as if they were a fool, or they feel like someone has taken advantage of them. No one is perfect, but they've been through some things, and associated with the fact that they like old school music. This could be someone who likes to consume different sounds or different forms of activity. When I was, like I just mentioned, the classical music is very relaxing. This could be someone who chooses that type and interest because it's very relaxing and calming for them. Okay. So that's what that is, okay? So they have found their place of peace. Even though they have endured a lot, even though they have been through a lot, they have found their place of peace, and it's through music, certain musics that they listen to. They could also listen to a lot of conscious rap. This person may, yeah, as well. They like things that are uplifting, and this is not someone who wants to block out the reality of life. This is just someone who believes in making sure that they stay on their healing journey because they've been through a lot. Okay. And so this could also be someone, this is a very different energy, but I like it, collective. I like it. This could also be someone who is influencing you also, collective, in your life. With all the changes that are happening in the world and in our lives personally, individually, in our homes, whatever we have going on with our finances, in our romantic relationships, whether you're married or not, with your children, if you are a parental figure, this person could be inspiring you as well to make certain changes, within your life as well. They could be influencing you. I hope you guys can see that. They could be influencing you in a positive way to make certain changes as well. Okay. And so you could be someone who's become more interested in reading. Maybe reading was something you didn't partake in, but now you're more interested in, reading books, from time to time, even if you don't finish them all the way through. Yeah, Spirit is saying it's okay. You're not the only one. Maybe you read a chapter or two, then come back to it. And oh, okay, now I'm picking up. Maybe you're someone who reads two books at a time. Okay. All right. So this person is also influencing you, have influenced you, and introduced you to different ways to overcome the heartache and the hardships that you have experienced. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. So they are influencing you in your life, whether this is someone you're dating or I'm getting family member. Okay. So this could be like an aunt, an uncle. This could be a sibling as well. Okay. This could be a sibling. Okay. Really doesn't matter the age. I said 20s or 30s, but it doesn't matter. But yeah, they're helping you through your journey of healing, through your journey of surrendering what was done to you. Okay. This could also be someone, if it is a family member, that has witnessed the things you have endured, and they're not obligated, but they feel obligated to assist you. And when I say assist, I'm talking about being a listening ear, maybe just giving advice. Okay. I'm not talking about anyone taking care of anyone or, but just being a listening ear or giving advice on how to deal and cope with different situations. Okay. And so, like I said, this person is very spiritually inclined, with the King of Cups here, and they're introducing you and showing you maybe you are beginning to do some research on meditation. Okay, as I said earlier, this person could be interested in tarot or watch tarot videos, or they may be a reader themselves. But they could be introducing you into meditation or different levels of metaphysical knowledge. Different levels of metaphysical knowledge. Okay, that's the message there. Beautiful. So this reading clearly is about someone who is connected, very beautiful, to someone, whether they're dating them or a family member or a friend. Okay, maybe this is a long time friend of the family, someone who's been around and they've seen you grow up and develop yourself as well. If you're not dating this person, this is someone you trust and confide in. But either way, they've been through a lot. You've been through a lot, and they are a motivation to you, collective, male or female. They are inspiring you to see the light, like the light that's coming in on this video. They're inspiring you to see the light in life, even through dark times, and they're showing you that it is possible to rebuild. That it's not all over. You don't have to have a pity party. It's not the end of the world. You have challenges and you do the best you can and move on. And so what if you don't get it right? So what if you made a mistake? And don't expect to be perfect. You can just make it better, okay? And move on to the next situation. Yeah, but they're showing you that life is possible to rebuild. So, yeah, you are surrendering. This Three of Swords here are surrendering. And as I see this book on the side of her, possibly, that could represent this, journaling. Maybe you're getting into journaling and writing out your thoughts as well. You may find that as very healing or nurturing for you. Okay, wherever you are, you've been through a lot, a life that has been extremely impactful for you. But the great thing that I like that I'm picking up here is that you're being guided spiritually. We all are, but you're also being guided here in the physical. And whoever this person is has a genuine love and respect for you. And it doesn't have to be romantic, but it could be, but it's genuine. They really want to see you win. I rarely pick up on that energy, and I love it. They want to see you healed with the Nine of Pentacles. They want to see you in abundance and security, financially, spiritually, and emotionally. This is not someone pretending. This is not someone with fake intentions. They're like, look, I've been through it. I know what it feels like. And yeah, yeah, yeah. This person could be your guardian angel. Oh wow. Okay. You just never know where your goal lies. And so as you move forward, whew, ooh wee, ashe, ashe. You never know where your goal lies in this world. You never know where the goal is going to be. Great people can enter your life at any time from anywhere. From a person that you know to a total stranger can bless you and assist you in ways you don't know. And so, you could be becoming astute to the point where you're learning to be something about more silent. They're telling me more silent. So you're not a chatty patty. You're not a chatty patty. You're not a noisemaker. You're more reserved. You're in observance a lot of things taking place around you. And what's helping you, one of the things helping you is this person that's in your life. They're influencing you and showing you, like I said, you could be getting into meditation and learning different levels of metaphysical abilities as well, but you're learning to be still. You are not a chatty patty at all. Some people may think something's wrong with you, but no, you know who you are, and you're stepping into your power and your purpose. And so, with that, you learn where not to waste your energy. And so you could come off as a very quiet person. Maybe people say this, oh, they're so quiet, they're so quiet. Or people could even ask your friends and family, like, why is Collective so quiet? They was over here, they didn't even say anything. It's nothing wrong with the Collective. They just rather observe. I'll say that. I'm not going to go any deeper. But you know who you are. Very confident. You're doing wonderful, and your spirit team wants you to stay focused. No matter what you may feel, you may witness or observe. Oh, they're saying you know that already, but you know this already. You are. You're working on. You're working on opening things up there. Okay, so you could have a regimen for that as well, decalcifying. Your third eye from time to time. but a lot of harmony in your life, male or female. Lots of harmony in your life. It's like wow, it's like a blossoming, like a flower coming into bloom, and just things are unfolding in a very positive way for you. And it's very beautiful. It's so beautiful. This energy is so beautiful. Collective, you guys are beautiful. I don't have to know you. You're beautiful. You are beautiful. Maybe they tell you this often that you're beautiful. You need to know that you are beautiful. We are all beautiful, but you're on the right path. Spirit wants you to keep going with this healing, surrendering, cleansing, recalibrating. Do these things in repetition, one at a time. Be patient with yourself. You should never have to be anxious or feel like you're in a rush to get anything done or accomplished. See, so you're learning. You're learning a lot about alchemy. And that's why you're observant. That's why you know to be still. And a lot of things you witness, see, and hear, you know to just do that. Be still. Beautiful. Very beautiful. And so those who may make the comments, something's wrong with them. Why aren't they talking? Why? These are just people. That is natural, Spirit is saying. And these are people who are just on a different level of interest than you are, collective. And they're on a different frequency, a different vibration. That's their prerogative. They have a right to do so. But you're basically, you're in a position of waiting for things to constantly unfold in your life, but not even waiting, excuse me. You're in the energy of expecting nothing but a plethora of consistent harmony, abundance, and prosperity, because you're someone that's doing the work. As much as people would like to hear, the money reads are wonderful. Falling in love is wonderful, and but there is a lot involved. There's so many spaces and places in life that needs to be addressed and healed within all of us. First of all, before one could be even prepared to know how to respond, endure, as well as maintain when they experience prosperity in their life, or they're given an opportunity. There's so many, mentally and spiritually and emotionally speaking, you have to make sure that those faculties are in balance and that you are constantly transmuting all negative energy, doing this on a regular basis. And it's not work, it becomes a lifestyle. Spiritually speaking, when it becomes a lifestyle, it doesn't feel like work. You're grateful and thankful, to transmute this energy, to study alchemy and put it to use when necessary. Okay. And so we have the tower energy here. You're no longer in the energy of focusing on the negative. You know better than to put your mind there. You've learned what this brings you. Focusing your energy on hypotheticals and something's going to happen all the time that's bad. Somebody's going to get you. You've learned the lessons of this. You know where that gets you, and you've chosen to see the cup half full. It looks like you've had some kind of experience where you tested, your power, your magic, and it panned out for you in a positive, and it taught you a lesson to be mindful of your thoughts and how you see people as well as yourself. And so it has you in a more calmer state of mind. You're in an area of peace, having peace within. That's the greatest fortune of all, having peace within. It's an unsustainable. You can't take it away. You have mastered, and you are constantly mastering who you are, your self-worth, and your abilities on many levels. And so it is so wonderful I just got to say it that I'm picking up that you have this person here, and I'm picking up their intentions are pure. Whether it's a family member, friend, or lover, like I said a couple of times earlier, yeah, because they know what it's like, and this isn't someone that feels like, oh, I made it, I don't want you to make it, or I made it, I'm the only one at the top. This isn't someone that feels like lighting your candle is going to fizzle out their flame. And so that's why they are willing to confidently, wholeheartedly be an inspiration and motivation to you. Because there are people who feel that, if they were to light your candle, it may blow theirs out, like you're writing the book, I'm writing the book. I'm just gonna I can't talk about what you got going. I'm just using that as an example. Let's not focus on what you got going on. Let's just talk about me, me, me. There are people who feel that way, and that's farther from the truth. Um, Energy, wherever energy goes, the mind, the mind energy, well, energy flows where the mind goes. However, yeah, energy goes where the mind flows, or vice versa. But however, that's far from the truth, because what is for you will never pass you by. And no one can take anything from you unless you choose to give your power away. Doesn't matter what it is. There's different ways to handle different situations, and you're doing great. Congratulations, whomever you are. You come far. And your life, whoever you are, your life is a book. It is a story. It's like a movie. The things I'm seeing that you have endured and you have conquered and overcame. This could be many things, being mistreated, deceived, stolen from, just a lot of heartache repetitively, but you did not allow it to knock you down. Some people are able to overcome and some aren't. You did not allow and say, oh, this is the end. No, you're like, no, this is the beginning of the new me. With the Four of Wands, you're in the energy of celebration. You're celebrating, okay? As you see these season, people, this couple, possibly you are someone's season, or looks like they're about to get married, or I don't know, jump the broom or something. You're like, look, you're never too old. It's never too late. I'm living my life. Yes, I've been through some things, but so what? I'm living my life. I'm grateful and I'm happy. You're not letting nothing stand in the way of joy. Everyone should have the opportunity to endure and experience some form of joy. And so just simply beautiful. Simply beautiful. So, the next task is, you just being accustomed to having options. This is what Spirit is saying. We're closing out, with the seven here. Being accustomed to having options in your life. Okay. Maybe in the past, there were circumstances where you felt, well, I only, can go this way, that way. And no, Spirit's like, no, you're on a new timeline. You're doing the work. The ancestors are proud of you. I'm proud of you. You have options. Some of them may be for you, some of them won't. But from all the work you have done, collective, I trust and know that you will make the right decision. So that is a simply beautiful read. Very beautiful. Congratulations again. You know who you are, and you know that this message is resonating for you. Congratulations. Congratulations. Very beautiful. The unity, the love that I'm picking up in this read is so beautiful that I can't shut up. I'm supposed to close out the read and I can't shut up. Do you see that? But it's a good feeling. Yeah, it is. Later. Beautiful energy.